is because the ministry now has dedicated resources to make sure that we support our sportsmen and women to make sure that they achieve their potential. And to be able to get the return that we need as a country, we must put our money where our voices are. And I believe that going forward, we will continue investing in the infrastructure, in grassroots, in your trips when you go for your competitions, to make sure that we get returns. Number two, considering that, General, we have discussed with you, General Tuey, over and over again about grassroots competition and academies and investment. This is something we should do also, not just for athletics, we should do for all other sports, whether it is football, whether it is rugby, whether it is swimming. We need to make sure that we have a clear policy framework of developing our sportsmen and women from the grassroots. And as I said earlier today, when I was flagging off our under-20 athletes who are going to Lima, we will do so by making sure that the sports policy that is outdated is updated to guide us on how we are going to achieve this, and to work with the schools, because that is where we really have greater benefit. If we can work with the schools with a clear policy framework between the Ministry of Sports and the schools and the federations, so that we can use it to scout for our athletes, our sportsmen, and be able to develop them. Sometimes when I go for these international schools competitions, and even high school competitions, you have very nice athletes supported by their parents because they are fairly well-to-do and they have good facilities, and they are playing rugby fantastic. But they reach some stage, they go to international schools out of the country, we forget about them, nobody follows up, and they are not part and parcel of our national team. We know what Reinhard Fabisch did in mid-90s with our football. And I was telling the Safaricom team here that Chapadimba and other competitions in the country, we need our coaches now to be also directed in scouting and getting raw talent, put them into training, and make sure that we use them to make sure that people who are still passionate to succeed, rather than those who have got used to that anyway, because I'm international enough, I'm going to play. And that's what Fabisch did in mid-90s for the football. That can be done for all other sports, and I believe we'll work together. So I don't have the solutions to anything. I came here to celebrate with you, but also to ask you to work with us. I do not know much. I am a student in this sector. I'm willing to learn. I am not going to impose anything on you. If you can be willing to open up and we work together, I think we will achieve more than if directives will come from the ministry. We do not have directives. We are just human beings like you. The experts are sitting here. And my responsibility is not to be an expert in sports. My responsibility is to be a leader, to help you organize yourself, channel the resources that we have, human resource, plus other resources that we have, to give us results. And therefore, because my office is open, I'm going to be meeting all the federations. I'll listen to ordinary Kenyans. I'll read your tweets. I'll read your Facebook messages. I'll read the WhatsApp messages you are sending to me. At least they have now reduced. It is no longer about kusalimiana. I see my friend Dr. Bargoria here and their team and all that. Everybody who is working very hard behind the scenes, and nobody has noticed you to make sure that this is a success. I want to say congratulations, Santeni Sana, and thank you for listening to me. God